Coming up on Look Today, well, after a night of steady rain, crews work to clean up flooded areas. I've got details. And the hamlet of Warrensburg sees an economic rebound. More on that coming up. And an update on the Sunday crash that left that 5-year-old girl in the hospital. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Marie and Peter Ballet to discuss the art of Jan Ballet. You want to see this interview. I also sit down with Kathy Neftali. She's of the Crandall Public Library about what's going on there. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, much of the area is left cleaning up after a night of steady rain. Queensbury schools were closed today as several feet of water had accumulated in the parking lot. The combination of snowmelt and steady rain caused quite the headache this morning as crews tried to combat the flooding. Well, the main exit from the parking lot was blocked because of all the water, and school employees were clearing up some of the water as early as 7 a.m. this morning. Now, many roads were also closed this morning due to washouts. The National Weather Service issued many flood warnings overnight. Vaughan Road in Queensbury was closed due to a washout that blocked access to the road. Crews were on the scene all day trying to repair the culvert which damaged the shoulder of the road. We caught up with Dana Depew, foreman of the Highway Department, about that damage.
This is County Route 35 in Washington County. The road's washed out underneath the blacktop. We're just cutting out the blacktop and going to add some gravel and stone the end so it doesn't happen again.
So you'll have it ready to go by the end of the day?
Yes.
Well, this is one crazy winter. Well, in other news, the hamlet of Warrensburg is feeling an economic rebound. Companies are growing again, and the hamlet is experiencing a resurgence of commercial development. Now, that development has been steady, and properties in Warrensburg have been purchased. Now, with the recent purchase of the Napa store located on Main Street, the development group called the Lotus Group plans to broaden the store's inventory and add new businesses to the building. Now, some other companies the group also owns include Lotus Auto Experts, Small Tales Daycare and Learning Center, and that restaurant, the Grist Mill. This is bringing a much-needed boost to the local economy. Congratulations. Well, changing from news to weather, here we go. After an influx of rain and snowmelt overnight caused flooding in the area, temperatures, check this out, are in the 50s. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, I want to give you an update on the story we've been following earlier this week. A 5-year-old girl who was hurt in a Sunday night crash in which her mother drove the car into a tree remains in an Albany hospital. Now, following several tests, it is determined that she may have possible spine injuries. The child was in a child seat in the back of the car, but the force of the impact caused these internal injuries. The father, Dustin Guetti, said that the family is hopeful that she will be released in a few days, and we do as well. Well, up next, I sit down with Peter and Marie Ballet, and they're going to talk about Jan Ballet, Peter's father, his art, and his legacy. A very interesting interview. Plus, I also sit down with Kathy Neftali. She's of the Glens Falls Public Library to talk about the launch of new programs at Crandall. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.